Hey guys, welcome to this new YouTube video. I'm going to be showing you how I went from gold to radiant in just under 10 minutes with 3 different tips to help you achieve your desired rank. Number one, overpeaking. Overpeaking is very bad in this game, especially when you're at least an ascendant and above. You want to play numbers, especially when you have a 5v4 off pick, first pick. You don't want to keep overheating, especially because you can make your team go from a 3v2 just to a 2v2 just because you want an extra kill. You always want to play with your team, especially on site with post plant. Don't overswing or anything. Play together. Always calm to your team if you want to swing something like a 3-2-1. I see in a lot of lower ranks when I was playing, especially in plat, people will ego peek you for no reason when it's a 5v4 and just to make the same a 4v4. Especially when you get a first kill, the other team is going to be looking for that first kill back. And if you are a very key factor role like smokes or initiator and you die first, you're putting a gap in between your team. So if you die first off, especially Omen, you have no more smokes for the rest of the round. So over peaking is a very crucial part in this game. Number two, game sense. Game sense helps a lot, especially on different maps, whether it's Haven or Split or anything. Game sense really helps a lot, especially knowing when someone else might be in a different spot or just knowing how other people will play and react to y'all's different strats. Haven is a very good, or even Lotus as well, because of the 3 sites. Those are very good maps to lurk on. So if you have very good game sense to know where people could be hiding or just even catching people off rotates, that's a very good map to play like Chamber, Cypher, Vise, or anything like that, and just lurk and kill people. Game sense can also get you a long ways with your aim, with swinging people, because if you know how to take a gunfight rather than someone just running around in the open, you can honestly probably win 9 times out of 10 more of your gunfights just by having better game sense than them. All right, now let's get into number 3, util. Util is a very crucial part in this game as well. In lower ranks, you see a lot more people dying with their full kit, especially on initiator. When you're playing initiator or smokes, you want to basically have all your util gone by the end of the game, or end of the round, sorry. Especially when you're playing Sky, Fade, Tejo, and just other initiators like Breach as well. You want to also be initiating for your team. So you want to be prowling, you want to be stunning, you want to be seizing, like using all your util by the end of the round. Because if you're retaking a site and you're the last one alive because your duelist died, your smokes died because they're peaking or they're over peaking, and then you have your full kit, you're going to be looking like a liability because you didn't do anything to help your team that round. And then you also are not getting any information for your team to help kind of stack towards a different site or even just take space around the map so y'all can pinch them. Especially when you're playing duelists, your util is very good helping you win gunfights, especially on Rain or a Jet. Well, Rain is kind of like 50-50, but Jet, you can dash up, dash in, use both your smokes on yourself, and basically pick a 1v1 by just having 2 smokes on yourself. Raze is also very good with her util, her satchels, her boombot. They give a ton of space, especially with her nade. They have a bunch of chokehold points, so you can basically just at least delay a push for like 5 to 10 seconds just for because of her nade. Another good util user is Neon. Neon has a crazy amount of good util for her fights. She has a slide, she has a stun, and she has a whole wall that will just get you in the site in just under 10 seconds by her just running around with the wall and then sliding on site and then having a stun to stun her enemies. That will make you win a bunch of your gunfights. So if you're trying to achieve a higher rank and you're noticing that you're dying with the util, or just look at the end of the game when you can go to your performance tab and just look how much util you use per round, because it will show you, and just kind of reflect on that and try to make that stat better. Because the more util you use, the more information you're getting, the better you're probably going to be playing, because then you're actually using your utility like your flashes, etc., to just make you win more gunfights, and that will probably also improve your KD. And then after this, I will go over one of my clips that I have on Clove, and I'll give y'all basically like a 101 on how I kind of manage that gameplay right there and helped with my game sense and not even over peak as Clove. And you kind of see how my crosshair placement and everything was good. All right, before this clip starts, you can obviously see that Reyna is flank and it is a 4v5. Our chamber died pretty early and two of our teammates are low. They have 3 duelists and no initiator, so they can't get any info off just like, a dart or anything. So I'm going to show you how I basically won us this round. All right, I started off by killing Reyna, and all right, so I started off by killing that Reyna, and obviously now it's my Jet got another pick off swinging aim. So now it's a 4v3. Two of our teammates are low, so it can obviously easily get put into a 2v3. They have 3 duelists, so that's why we're obviously rotating off pretty quick, because the only person that could really BC is Chamber. The close smoked, Reyna died, and then Raze died. So Phoenix is probably there, and Clove is definitely probably there. All right, so that was a good call by my Sova and my Jet. As you notice here, our Jet is by itself, and our Sova is kind of like I could get a trade if Chamber was there, and then our ISO's mid. So this is not a bad kind of split. Our Jet, if Chamber's right here, he could die and then put us into a bad situation because he's clearing by himself, when Silva could have realistically gone with Jet instead of going with me. But it all worked out. I heard Chamber go CT, so you're about to hear me calm 5 times CT. So now my team has no excuse not to play together right here and swing this Chamber and kill him. Okay, so now our ISO is up B, our Jet has sight, I have CT. So basically the only way they could be is flank or spawn, or they can come late through B and our ISO will probably kill them. Okay, so our Silva called spawn right there. As you saw, I immediately swung him after that, and my crosshair placement was very good. I didn't even have to adjust right there, and I easily killed him. So now we know that one is long. I could have waited for my teammate. They put a one-way smoke right here, so he has basically an advantage to see me first before I see him and probably shoot me. But I luckily, I think, swung right before the smoke kind of went down, so it's kind of an even fight. And yeah. And that's how we just basically won a full round just by game sense and knowing the map. My aim was just a bonus in that factor. Like I didn't even have to really aim that well to just win all 4 of my gunfights. But yeah, thank you for watching. So if you want to keep watching me, I'm live every day. It'll be linked down below. And like, comment if you like this type of video. I'll try to upload more episodes. And thank you.